we might have in our current society an ace pitcher in MLB who is going to own the top maybe 100 fastest pitchers by a starting pitcher in the history of MLB. Mm-hmm. That guy happens to be a monster of a man who I think understands what's possible. Mm-hmm. Chillest guy of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Got voted in the All-Star game early. Rookie year, only had 5 starts or whatever. Gets voted in. A lot of heat for him going into the All-Star game, maybe over somebody else. He gets asked about it. Hey, I'm just happy to be here. Lucky to be here, man. Just happy to be here. Lucky to be here. Let me go ahead and do it. And then he gets on the mound. Last night, 49 pitches, over 100 miles an hour.
Come on.
He's throwing 100 miles an hour in the 7th inning. These baseball batters are having a... And then their eyes get a little bit tired as the game goes... 103.6 is the max that he has hit.
Sheesh.
This guy's outrageous. His first 4 pitches last night, 102. As soon as he, welcome to the baseball game. Here's first hit. Okay. 102 miles an hour. I can't get much faster. Sorry. 102 again. 102 again. 102 again. Then 97. See ya.
Off speed.
This guy's must watch from the Brewers. Ladies and gentlemen, The Miz. Jacob Mizorowski.
Yeah, Miz.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How are you guys?
Good. I hope you enjoyed the description of you that you were forced to listen to right there. Didn't want to put you on the screen because of probably the discomfort, but just know that is how we feel about you after getting to meet you. This is absurd what you're doing right now. I remember opening day, there was a 104 mile an hour bet that you and I would have had. If you would have been able to lead the season with 104 miles an hour, that would have been absolutely absurd. But it seems like you're damn close, and you've been throwing it.
I'm getting there.
Yeah,
I am, yeah.
So tell me how you feel. Why do you think you've seen this extended amount of speed that you've been feeling? And do you think this is just going to become your new norm forever? Like, is this just what the pitcher you are and who you're going to be?
Yeah, I mean, I sure hope that's the norm. I mean, I think it's more just like adrenaline coming into effect and kind of going that way with it. But no, against the Yankees, like that was definitely straight adrenaline the whole game and was riding on that. So it felt good.
Okay, so tell me about how old are you again?
24.
Okay, so have you obviously been tracking your pitches for when did you hit 100 and how much incrementally do you go up each year? Have you been tracking that? And what is actually possible with you being at 24 right now, hitting the speeds that are happening? Are we going to continue to build speed, we think? Longevity with the speed that we have? Like, what do we think the forecast is for your arm?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to stay right around this for, as long as I can possibly do it. But, there's no way to tell exactly how long that's going to last. But no, I started tracking speed in junior college. That was when I hit 100 my sophomore year of junior college and in the World Series. So it was kind of cool.
Yeah, kind of cool seeing triple digits up there. I bet that would be sweet. I mean, what you're doing right now is just very abnormal. I think you have the 7 fastest pitchers in the history, fastest pitches in the history of MLB for a starting pitcher as well. So it's like, it's historic what you're doing right now because closers, obviously, Chapman, Aroldis Chapman, sorry, I read his name earlier. I got it completely wrong there. Aroldis Chapman, though, he had like 105.8 or something, closer. Right now, Mason Miller, Yinzer, he's out hitting 104, 105, I think. He's closer. So closers only have to come in and get 3 outs, so it's not an extended thing. What you're doing as a starting pitcher is just incredibly abnormal. Who do you talk to? Who do you call? Is it coaches? Is it other pitchers? Like, how do you kind of, I don't want to say like gather intel, but you're doing something that hasn't been seen before. Who do you kind of lean on, and what is kind of the daily conversation on how we keep your arm like this as you continue to grow into who you're going to be in the MLB?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talk with our staff in the training room and stuff like that of arm care that we're doing in between starts, and so no, there's always good talks with Woo and Chad, CP, all those guys. They always have something they want to add, and we'll talk about anything and everything.
Last question here, Miz. You had cramps last night. Happens in sports. I wondered about the blood flow in your arm. Okay, throwing 100 mile an hour at least 49 times in a game. First time that's ever happened. Are you throwing 100 in any warm-up pitches?
Maybe.
Like,
I'm not aiming for it to be 100. I'm more just aiming to you get my body moving again from the, sitting and waiting in the dugout.
Because I'm wondering if you threw like over 60 100-mile-an-hour pitches last night, just in the warm-up pitches, because not just the starting ones, you're also re-warming up in there. But the blood flow, I would assume, the whip and everything, are you getting cramps in your arm? Are you getting cramps in your body? What happened last night? And is this just something you're going to have to change your intake whenever you're going to certain places?
Yeah, I mean, I had a cramp in Washington as well in the hamstring, and every cramp I've had this season has been lower body. So, I think it's just going to end up being like maybe a little bit more food in the middle of the game, like having like a PB&J or something like that to get some more carbs in.
Yeah. Okay. So we're still figuring out how to be a pro right now.
Yeah.
We're still figuring out our damn routine in this. I know the sky is the limit. That's how everybody who knows you around baseball talks about you. You're so fun to watch, man. We appreciate the hell out of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you think you're cheating, though, with how close you are to home plate whenever you release the ball? Do you think that is a little bit... How tall are you again?
I'm 6'7".
Yeah, and they're saying you're a strider, too. Like, you're like...
Lanky 6'7".
You're like, elbows way over table, beer
wingspan.
palm.
The Wemby of
So the release point is 7 feet 6 inches. So yeah, I'm getting out there.
Is that the most in baseball, or is there others?
I would have to look it up. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
I like that you don't even know. I like that. You're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, pitcher for the Brewers, ace for the Brewers, maybe the fastest arm in the history of baseball, Jacob Mizrahi.
Yeah, Miz.